Hi, my name is JRivas, and I will be presenting my um, introduction. So, this is my journey to becoming a security analyst for the course MCOM 2310 D03. Um, my academic goals will start it off by uh, my first semester was to just try to see if I don't know how it went. That was COVID during COVID back in 2021. Uh, when one semester became two, and by the time you know it, well, I'm on my last semester. So technically, I'm in concurrent enrollment this fall at Texas Tech and South Texas College, pursuing a dual bachelor's in mathematics and computer science. At South Texas College, it's just computer science. My hopes are to become a security analyst, which I mentioned, which I would need a master's at the minimum in network architecture or network security. Uh, and hopefully be accepted into UC Berkeley for my master's. Those are very big aspirations, but make the impossible possible. And so this is my doggy. A little bit after I got her, I started going to college. Uh, Gave me a purpose. Now my purpose is refined a little bit, refined a lot more, and I believe that I was I can make a difference in society, one individual at a time. I have profound love for academics. I love music, and I love bringing my concepts into real world application. Programming makes that possible. Uh, I also enjoy having long conversations with my friends. Uh, so this is the school I went to. It's about 7 miles from the southern border of Mexico. Uh, Not much opportunity because it's predominantly Hispanic region in South Texas. Not much diversity, so therefore there sort of is no social ladder, uh, as you will see in many other um, underdeveloped parts of the nation. So I love food, as you can see on the top left corner. That's my favorite dish, which is pasta, Italian pasta. And then I got this couch earlier this summer, and because of Texas Tech, I was able to get a car. Uh, and this is what makes the magic happen. On the bottom right corner, uh, invested so much in my work area. Uh, that was me before I started going to college. I had just come out of an all gentlemen's rehab in Smithfield, Texas, called the Last Resort, and I had applied last year in December for Texas Tech out of desperation for change, and thankfully in January I was accepted. So that is my letter of self-acceptance. Uh, Next, this is my first professional certification. Although some of the certifications that I do need to be able to do what I want to do are much more challenging. Some of them are recommended you study 6 to 9 months at 5 hours a day, Monday through Friday, and at a minimum of $600 to $1,200 to take a certification exam, which you have no idea if you're gonna pass or not. Um, so they say some people say that to save up for two exams back after back. That way, you at least have an understanding and high probability that you will pass the second time. Some of those certifications are certified ethical hacker and Cisco. I can think about it right now. Uh, this is this this is something I always wanted to do since my first semester in programming, but I had um, no motivational dead zone to make me want to do it, sit down and do it. Um, Now I was asked to do a minimum of 1,000 line final program for my programming fundamentals 3 course. That will be like advanced algorithms in C++ or object oriented and object oriented programming. So this is a program of all my programs that semester, which was this spring. This I learned this summer. Uh, and it's basically it's a website. Now something happened while I was taking the video and editing. So mm, this is how it would look like in a terminal, something like Visual Studio Code or um, an online website like GitHub. That is my license. In other words, all my source codes are licensed under Apache 2.0. And I am here. Here I am thanking my instructors in order of precedence, beginning with my HTML course instructor, Gabriela Peña, the gentleman who taught me C++, Hector Trevino, a profound thanks to my C programming teacher, who never gave up on me and never made me feel a certain type of way, Mr. Joseph Perez. And lastly, Mr. Wu, which I took up this spring for giving me the final touches in object-oriented programming in Python. I mean in C++. So next, this is one of my favorite quotes because I seem that we live in a society that has become obscured by the unknown, the fear of the unknown, and so much disinformation is saturates our what we hear and how we look at the world that it's hard to discern whether who is a good person and who isn't because um, we seem to be divided politically and no matter how much she tells people that we can make a difference if we just work together like birds of a feather should fly together, people don't believe me. So this was my family. Images left to right. On the far right corner of the first image is my mother. And she died in 2005 out of cervical cancer. Which she fought since I was in seventh grade until my senior year. This is my tia, my aunt, my closest aunt. Um, she was also like a mother, and she died November of this past year, also from cancer. And my grandmother, but she died 2 years after my mother from diabetes. Her battle with dialysis. I don't believe we have an understanding of what we have until we lose it. And on the top right corner, on the top left corner is my brother and I having a video visitation. He's currently incarcerated in the TDCJ system. He's been coming in and out, and one of the things that frustrates me the most when I can't seem to get somebody to understand something is my failures there as, as a parental figure to my brother. He was 13 when my mother passed away, but nevertheless, I still strive to make something out of my life, and I'm not deterred out by any challenges, great or small. Now this is my puppy. Her name is Fluffy. She's currently in the background. That was, I believe, in 2022. Um, Shortly after I got her. She's about to turn 5. I thank you so much for watching, and I look forward to working with you for the remainder of the semester. Have a good night.